Healthcare reform has passed, and it is going to change healthcare as we know it in America. For some, the effect will be negative, and for others, positive. Some of the benefits under healthcare are positive steps forward for most Americans, such as the waiving of pre-existing conditions, providing preventative care, eliminating annual and lifetime limits, increasing the dependent age limit, and making sure those who are unhealthy pay the same premiums as those that are healthy. But these come with a very steep price tag for every American. Overall health insurance costs will go up, and new regulations and compliance issues will be raised, as well as new regulatory agencies under healthcare reform. Whether you are for healthcare reform or against it, the reality is it's now enacted, and you need to know how it affects your business, how to comply with it, and how to adjust your business strategy. Now is your chance to attend the first National Healthcare Reform Conference on September 20th through the 22nd, 2010, Los Angeles, California. Come gain the knowledge of up to 50 expert speakers and up to 500 healthcare executive attendees. The Healthcare Reform Conference will be a fast-paced, advanced educational and networking event focused on providing you with the answers and solutions surrounding healthcare reform. Accomplish in 3 intense days of learning, networking, and collaborating what could take years to accomplish in regards to the over 4,000-page complex healthcare reform bill. Are you an employer looking to see how healthcare reform affects you and increases your health insurance premiums? Are you looking for innovative ways to save money and understand how to comply with the new healthcare law? Are you a health insurance agent who would like to find out how healthcare reform affects you or possibly reduces your commissions and revenue? As an agent, would you like to understand new opportunities under healthcare reform and how you need to adjust your business model in the future? Are you an insurance company trying to understand how the thousands of details in healthcare reform affect your business model and how you need to adjust everything you do to be in compliance? Are you a hospital or healthcare provider wondering how healthcare reform affects you and how payments from Medicare and Medicaid will change? Are you a service provider in the industry who wants to understand how the healthcare reform bill affects you and if there is a downside or an upside to it? This is one event you can't afford to miss. The first National Healthcare Reform Conference will be the first and only dedicated conference specifically on how healthcare reform affects the health insurance and healthcare industries. With up to 500 senior healthcare leaders, this will be an amazing conference. Attendees to the conference will be employers, CEOs, CFOs, HR, CIOs, medical directors, insurance companies, government officials and entities, health insurance agents, consultants and brokers, health plans and payors, hospitals, healthcare providers and doctors, pharmaceutical, medical device, biotech and PBMs, attorneys and legal counsel, public purchasers. Come, learn, and get a leading edge on understanding the effects of healthcare reform. This conference is brought to you by the Employer Healthcare Congress, which organizes the leading employer-focused healthcare conferences in the country and is one of the largest employer healthcare conferences. Register online or call 561-204-3676 now and reserve your seat for the first National Healthcare Reform Conference, September 20th through the 22nd, 2010, Los Angeles, California.